Sarah?
So this month we're going to be loading Lachlan up. We feel that he's progressed past the initial stage. He's still very much cognitive, so I wouldn't say that he was quite the associative stage yet, which is the second stage of learning. So I think that we could probably start to push him a little bit. It'll be interesting to see what happens once we do load him up, if he reverts back to some ingrained habits. But the good thing about Lachlan is that he had no previous experience with these lifts. So we like to call those kind of people blank slates. They're the best people to teach because they don't have bad habits. So we're really kind of hoping that he's going to put out some good numbers. Obviously we're conservative with our estimates, so no pressure.
Yeah, and so I'm still really very much just, Ricky or Sarah will say do this and I'll do that. I don't know what to do just yet, so I'm still just following their every whim.
Do you have any goals?
Yeah.
Maybe you want to get the 100 kilo squat, body weight clean and jerk, something like that?
His goals is, at the moment is still progressing. He's still learning his technique, snatch and clean jerks. At the moment maybe he can do snatch maybe around 50 and clean jerk 65, 70.
I need Ricky to tell me what my goals should be because I don't even know how things work just yet, like how quickly I'll progress and all that, so that's good to know. And I'm pumped for a big month ahead of us.
Lachlan is learning now how to do clean and jerk.
Lachlan's becoming a man.
These are the first cleans I'd ever done.
Okay, that's it. Now up, recover the feet. That's it. Now deep as you drive, drop under.
You can tell the positions are all very foreign to me, as I could be far more efficient with the movement.
So shoulders over a little bit more, over the bar, that's it. Nice. Again, it's alright. Deep. That's a good one. Up in fast elbows.
This obviously just takes practice, and as you can hear, Rick is constantly correcting me so that it improves quickly.
Once you brush and throw that feet. That's good. Up. Recover your feet. Deep. Enjoy. That's it.
Here I'm using the standard bar, which weighs 20 kilograms. Previously I was using another bar that weighed only 10 kilos.
More brush. That was too silent for my likes, and more aggressive with your feet.
You can see that I'm jumping a little bit, which isn't desired.
Brush and get under. That was better.
You can also see I wasn't getting the full hip extension, though these were my first cleans, and that's something I was working on. Here I'm doing a power jerk. Later I'll move on to the split jerk, however I'm staying with this for the moment as it's simpler in terms of technique.
You're too tall for this. He's out of frame, I can't keep him in frame.
Knees up, arms up. Once you reach here, you have to get the hips not swinging.
Similar to the snatch pulls, the clean pull is all about getting a strong brush. The bar should be travelling straight up after I brush it, rather than how it's currently going slightly forwards.
How many is he doing?
6.
About halfway into the month. Unfortunately I still haven't been able to do a hook grip or overhead pressing properly just yet. It's getting pretty close to being back to normal, but I still don't want to push it when it's uncomfortable. When I say uncomfortable, I mean like I can feel the pressure through the tendon that is definitely not normal, and that's not the kind of thing you want to push through and be a man or whatever. That'd just be stupid. It's going to injure it further. And obviously your thumb is essential for everything, so I'm not going to take that chance. Instead I'll focus on skills that don't put that pressure on it at the moment, and then when it's ready to go I'll go back into it. One exercise I was working on I believe it's called strict press, where I just from here push the weight above my head. It was really interesting actually, because I never do that, this sort of push with my shoulders back and open. Normally anytime I'm doing a push would be a handstand push-up, for example. My elbows are in front and my shoulders are here, so I'm very used to doing this, but doing it like this was completely different for me. And I felt my left shoulder in particular, my right was fine actually, but my left shoulder felt quite unstable. It almost, when I press from here, there feels like there's either a tightness in there or something's being pulled in an uncomfortable way. And normally when you're pushing, obviously you just feel the muscle fatiguing, but it feels like it's a rotator cuff or something that's tight and being stretched. So the thing I like about it is it's a very slow, controlled movement. So I know that it's good for it because it's all slow and controlled. I like that lifting is exposing me to things that my body isn't previously strong at. And this is definitely something I want to get stronger at. I was only doing 30 kilos, which is nothing. Very interestingly actually, I haven't been training handstand push-ups at all in the past few weeks, but last night I did some with Tyson and they were actually potentially the strongest they've ever been. I went for the full range of motion and it felt quite strong the whole way, and I can't help but think that has something to do with lifting and all the kind of, you know, pushing in that sort of area that we're doing. So that was pretty exciting. I'm starting to feel nice and powerful in my squats now, where I can feel my whole body as a unit, tight lower back, you know, everything else is tight, hip flexors, quads, and it's kind of starting to feel like I think I'm now almost fully understanding that position where I can lock my body in the correct shape and go through the movement. Looking forward to my thumb being back to normal so I can do clean and jerk and snatch and see how they go. Haven't been able to do it for about 2 weeks now, so. This is the strict press that I was talking about previously, and you can notice my shoulders are slightly uneven. I guess that's just because it's a new exercise to me and maybe there are a few little imbalances that need to be worked out. Note it was my left shoulder that was feeling the discomfort and slight instability. Here I tried doing a strict press of 50 kilos, though as you can see unfortunately I just couldn't move it. I didn't want to cheat at all by using any momentum, so I just would only push and just couldn't get it. Here I'm working straight leg cleans. The main thing I was thinking about here was trying to get my elbows to flick up as quickly as possible, as that's very important when you're actually doing a clean.
Shoulders over a little bit. That's it. So as you're coming up, come up with straight, nice and close to the hips. And don't lean backward. That's it, that's it. Yeah, good.
This is also drilling, getting the bar to travel straight up rather than forwards or backwards.
Good.
Obviously I'm just working on the form here and the weight isn't actually very challenging.
Trying to start with the arms first, just strong with chest, up, back tight. That's it.
You do need to have a little bit of weight just to sort of feel the momentum of the bar.
Knees out, back tight, up the chest. Try to lean back too much, eh? Just straight up. Oops. Not leaning backward too much. Flip those elbows fast. Good. Throw those feet. Bring it nice and close. Yeah. First, once you brush it, hips and toes, and dropping hips up under, and elbows up. That's it. And up. That's Narrower. Up. No, you have to drop yourself under a little bit more, huh? Bend the knees. Catch. Just drop it under. Sean. Up, up, it goes up. As you drive, drop under. Elbows all the way up. Bring these elbows up. As you drive, drop it under. Good, good. Lachlan has an upper body flexibility issue, so he can't get his head through. Oh, we just missed the brush. We drive and drop under. You're going down too deep, right? As you're driving. Don't go down too deep. Yeah. Go down. Set yourself. Bring it nice and close. Brush it and then drop it under. Up, back tight. Set yourself. Oh, that's better. Drop.
These exercises are good for your lower back. I also felt a nice hamstring stretch, which I appreciated.
All the way up, all the way up, that's it.
You want to have a slight bend in your knees, but not too much. You should mainly be focused on keeping your lower back arched and tight.
That brings us to the end of month 2. This month I sprained my thumb at the very start of the month, which really set me back because I couldn't really do technique things like snatch or cleans. So I was starting to get the brush and then I couldn't do it for about 3 weeks. So that was unfortunate. I still kept doing squats in that though. So yeah, there wasn't as much progress as I wanted, mainly because I was hindered by the thumb. But fortunately now it's all good, so I've been just getting back into those more technical skills.
One of the things that I said to Lachlan the other day was that you won't improve, like month-to-month basis is very hard to judge. You know, I would be more interested in seeing how he goes in 6 months' time as opposed to month-to-month because he is still learning the movements, not to mention, you know, the thumb injury did limit what we could give him. In saying that, he's done really well. He's trained hard, he's kept squatting, which is probably the most important thing. But definitely looking forward to seeing how the next couple of months play out, provided he keeps maintaining the training.
There's no excuses, even if the thumb or other injuries. So if he hurts his thumb, squats.
I've been hearing it all month, guys. Right?
When in doubt, squat it out.
Lachlan is going to finish his technical program. He's been doing it for 8 weeks, only technique and strength and speed. After that, I'm going to go to the squat program. He's going to do the squat program for 6 weeks, and then he's going to do the Bulgarian program slowly. He's actually progressing good. So far, he's snatching like 40 kilos.
Yeah.
So a little bit of technical issues there.
Yeah, I definitely feel like at the moment I'm restricted by my technique because I'm definitely not challenging myself at all when I'm doing 45. Like I can feel that I'm actually like slowly pulling the weight rather than like explosively.
He's just powering it,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
he's actually got lots of strength, so he can't do more than that. So
Still just trying to get that technique. I've had the 1 or 2 where it felt really nice, but I was going to get that consistent now. So.
yeah.
I hope my technique hasn't gone.